Okay, YouTubes, I dropped the gas tank today, and I'm glad I did. With the fuel pump and everything sitting right here in this area, I felt it best with all the work I had to do to, I'll show you when we get out of the car, when we get to the outside, but I had a lot of work to do in that corner, so I felt it best to drop the gas tank, give me a good look at what's going on, and let me get all the fuel out of the way before I start grinding and welding. When I did, I found some stuff I wish I hadn't found, but at the same time, I'm glad I found. Let me show you. Okay. First, I said to myself, boy, that doesn't look like manufacturer OEM. So I took a look at it. It seems that I guess the spot welds here had broken, and there's a crack here. So this part of the suspension was probably wobbling or something, so that's what they did to fix it. At least they used a lock washer, right? You gotta give them some credit for that. I don't know if you can see in the video, but it's a lock washer. So I'm gonna take this off, right? And then I'm gonna take some steel, some heavier gauge steel. I'm gonna bend the flange in it to go along here, to make the flange along here, and come out probably to about here, and have a circle. Then I'll take that and I'll weld that on, and then I'll weld underneath here across and do the same thing on the other side. Make it good and strong. And then I have a similar problem right here. I hit it with the wire wheel already to clean it up, but let me try to get a good shot with my shakiness. This is broken right here. It's just completely broken. That's frame, part of the frame. And this was their fix for it. Again, at least they use lock washers. I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to take a piece of steel and I'm going to weld it across with the flange, and I'll tack it to. I'll weld it completely. It should be good and strong, and I'll use heavier gauge. I'll probably even use. I think I have some. I'm pretty sure I have some 18 or 16 gauge plate steel, and I'll probably use that. So it'll be a good bit thicker than the original support is. So it'll just break somewhere else next time it breaks. But I think it's all because of this. I think the reason it's breaking is all because this here. A lot of stress on this over time and some rust damage, and you can see the rust. You can see it's pretty rusted. So I'm not going to mess around with too much cutting it out. I'm going to hit that with some of this paint I have that. It's just like puts a primer cover on top of it. It's supposed to change the molecular structure of the rust and stop ionization, but I don't know if it's all that. But anyway, I can get rid of this one. Now I'm glad I did drop the tank, because I found some stuff I'd rather have fixed properly than the way they had it. And I found a couple other things too. You're always gonna find stuff. I found this right here where the brake line was. It looks like this part of the frame here is just getting ready to break. It's well cracked through. See that? The sun's shining. I'm trying to get you a look at it. I mean, it's just nasty. So I'll do the same thing with that. I'll cut with this. I don't want the rust behind. I don't want too much rust behind it. So with this, what I'll probably do is I'll cut along here. Replace this, move to the bottom, cut along the bottom, replace it, and then actually put some heavier gauge steel over top of what I replaced as well. That way it's good and strong, and I have nothing to worry about down the road. And I found that's a little hole right there. Gotta love it. It's always something. And a nice, let's see, you can see a nice big hole there. That's actually that rubberized undercoating that you're seeing there. And I'll probably just do a little patchwork with that too. Better fix it while I got everything out than leave it. Bunch of wire wheel and a new primer paint job on a lot of this lighter rust. Should be a good deal. Let me show you what I got going on the outside now. This is no fun at all. outside corner. It's just a mess. And I can't handle though. I'll start with a new piece of steel right here and come across with a flangelet to tie into this right here, and that'll give me something to start with. I'll start building back from there and placing it. I got a little hole here. There's a little hole here in the back. This is where water collects here. I expected to have a hole there. And a small hole. It's small compared to the other side. Up here on the driver's side floorboard. Nothing too terrible, really. Some patchwork. And I was very pleased with this corner here. Not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. It'll be fun. We'll get it. So that's what I got planned now. It's hard to see, but this was the large hole in the passenger side floorboard up front here. Wait for it to adjust. There we go. And this is just some fiberglass that I put over top of the steel. I did put new steel in here, but I put fiberglass over top of it for any pinholes in the welds and to help keep rust from forming again. You can see where I replaced part of the kick panel. And in the back, this was pretty similar to what I had over on the other side. I mean, it looks like hell because it's just that fiberglass resin. I mixed up some for the other side. I'm going to put some in this little hole here. All in all this will get covered anyway. A lot of work, but should be worth it. When I'm done, I'll have a zippy little first generation CRX. Looking pretty close to what it did coming off the line. It's going to be awesome. I'm hoping to finish with the body portion of this project over the next 2 to 3 months. And then in the wintertime, I'm going to do the engine. Runs good now, but I want to redo it, you know. New exhaust. I'm going to basically rebuild the motor. And while I got it out, I'll do a bunch of work in the engine bay and smooth some stuff out. Got a cool idea for the paint job I'll surprise you with. And that's pretty much it for now. I'm getting back to work. See ya.